the fact that we're able to do a show with 4 women and be somewhat well received, I think really speaks to the fact that our fan base really supports diversity and supports women in football.
Say, dog. They gotta play us!
What is up, everybody? Hooday, and welcome to Tigress Talk. I'm your girl, Jess, aka Hooday. I got my girl, Kayla, with me this week. Thanks so much, Kayla, for joining me. I hope we all enjoyed the fluffy clouds, you know, little vibe.
Moment of zen. We love it. We need it. Cincinnati needs it.
It's been a week. It's been a rough week. First the Bengals on Monday night, and then the Reds sneaking into the playoffs and then getting beaten 2 games. You know, it's been tough. It's been tough. Did you, and I know you're coming off your big show, which congratulations. That was amazing. I was so happy to be able to see it. If you guys missed it, make sure you catch the next one. But how are you feeling? Did you get to watch any of the game on Monday? Were you able to do any of that?
Every minute of it, but I was in my own home after a very busy weekend. So I watched most of the game from my bed, which was lovely. The game itself was painful to watch, but at least I was in my comfort zone. It was not terrible. So good. I think we all, need to, be grounded. Yeah. It was actually a best case scenario. I wasn't even crashing out because I was in my bed. I had my cozy blanket. I was like, this is not great, but I'm not getting as angry as I would be if I was, out, or if I was, watching it in the dressing room. So it was okay.
Good. Well, I think everybody kind of watched that game with varying levels of crashing out, or, I don't even know. I feel like at this point, I feel kind of numb to all of it. I really do. And I kind of feel like at this point, it's like, it is what it is, So I don't know. I can't say that I was really crashing out. I've been at work all week. So, I didn't get to watch the game live. Obviously, I caught up on everything after the fact, but I do know that there was a pretty awesome watch party going on Parlays on the Patio. Our friend Christine, she hosted a really fun event at Stretch down in the Banks. And from all the photos and everything I've heard from her, it was a big success. So congrats to Christine. And I can't wait to catch the next one. Unfortunately, I said, I was working, so I couldn't make it, but I am looking forward to the next one. And I'm excited for all the things that she's doing and all of the, future events that she's going to be holding. So that'll be great. I feel like everybody's kind of got their own vibe when it comes to watching the away games on television. Some people like to be in the comfort of their own home. Some people like to be with people, some people like to be alone. So I think there's no wrong answer, but yeah, so I just, the game itself, it is what it is. I feel like being able to watch after the fact and kind of be removed from the present moment while it was going on, I was kind of glad, because I was able to see kind of the narratives that came up later on, like all the open receivers that were missed. And so many people have posted film and data. And I know Cap has been retweeting a lot of these things where Jamar was wide open on 40% of his routes. 40% of his routes, he's running down the field open and just could not get the ball. Woo, Stranger4420 is here. Thank you, Stranger. Hooday. Hope you're doing okay on this Thursday night. We're just vibing tonight. We're just vibing. So thanks for joining us. But What did you see, Kayla? Could you tell that on TV on the broadcast that he was just wide open down the field, or was that something you kind of figured out later?
It's something I figured out later. I was more frustrated in the moment because it just seemed like, I mean, the offense in general, everything was just kind of a mess.
Yeah.
But I didn't notice that in the moment. I was more frustrated. I just felt like we just got sacked every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So yeah. I think that's
Yeah.
what's been so frustrating about this season is because we were hoping that we would see improvement from the defense, but even with Joe Burrow out, I think we all expected the offense to just kind of be moving and working and functional, and it just hasn't been at all. And that's been kind of shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Strange
Browning
said,
was terrible.
Terrible. And I think that he said the same things about himself, honestly. I think he acknowledges that that's just not good enough. And I love Jake, but we need him to be better. We really do. And we need 2023 Jake back, because that 2023 Jake could win these games, could hit these guys, could hit these receivers open. And I will say this for Jake Browning, after turning the ball over so many times in Minnesota, to go out to Denver on the road, 2 tough road games in a row, and to throw the ball down the field. Obviously, he was rattled a little bit. Obviously, he couldn't hit the guys. He couldn't get his receivers. He was overthrowing everything, but at least he didn't turn the ball over. So I feel like that's a little bit of progress, maybe. At least he didn't turn the ball over. At least he's throwing the ball. But now we kind of just need to dial it back just a little bit, get it fine tuned. And, I really liked, I couldn't bring myself to watch his press conference. I just couldn't do it. But I read, I mention all the time that Jeff Hobson's quick hits. He kind of gave some quotes and some summaries, and he basically said that he didn't even give T. Higgins a chance, and he needs to throw a better ball to T to give him a chance to go up and get those 50-50 balls. And I really liked that he has that awareness that he's got things he needs to improve on, etc. So I'm hopeful. I'm still hopeful for the future, but man, it's just tough. Yeah. The penalties killed us too. So.
Yeah, that was really, really disappointing how sloppy and undisciplined we were. Honestly, that was almost more frustrating than the offense. I think the offense was so more frustrating, but the penalties was just like, oh my God.
Yeah. And I think, obviously that false start, was it a false start on Ted Karras that was totally bogus, that even Jeff Shorts, who is, I think everyone knows his brother played for the Chiefs. He's a little bit biased, which, I mean, whatever. I don't hate him for that. But he even said that was not a penalty. So it didn't help our cause any that we were getting phantom penalties on top of everything else that we were struggling with. So,
yeah.
But,
in that moment, it killed like what momentum we did have to start the game.
Yeah.
We went down the field and we got points, and like the defense, I actually I can't fault the defense. I feel like they are honestly better than I expected on paper. They're out there the whole time.
They're exhausted.
That, and you're seeing
they're playing the whole game.
Yeah. Demetrius Knight, I feel like, has been genuinely great.
Amazing. I love him. I'm so happy for him.
And I honestly, I didn't know what to think of some of like the young guys and the rookies, and like I didn't know what we were gonna get with the defense, and I'm just really shocked that it's not the defense that's really been the problem. I don't have any issue with considering that they've been out there the whole time. So Stranger4420 said 23 Browning could see open receivers. Monday Browning wasn't even trying. He kept locking in on his receiver pre-snap and just wasn't doing progressions. Yeah, it's so tough. And I get it. It's a hard position to play in the NFL. And I don't know. He's got to get better. And I think he knows that. But yeah, I agree with you, Kayla. They're literally playing like 60 minutes of football out there, just fighting for their lives. And yeah, I can't even
begin to tell you how happy I am about these rookies, especially Demetrius Knight, Barrett Carter, Demetrius Knight.
Yeah.
I really hope that Shador gets, or not Shador, Jesus. Was that? No, Shamar.
Shamar, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm exhausted. I really hope.
Anybody's talking about.
What?
Shador is all anyone is talking about.
That's true. I keep seeing tweets about Shador. I don't even know what he's said or isn't saying, but I just keep seeing his name in on Twitter, and it's.
You need to watch the clip of him miming as a response to. I mean, what a mess! I will say
I can't
that the
wait.
Ravens crash out and the Browns crash out are kind of helping.
I am loving it.
out.
I am loving it. Fro, what's up, Fro? Thanks for joining us. We're just vibing tonight. We don't. we're a mess. Fro said, "Y'all got any extra QBs lying around?" Fro, if I did, I would be the first to tell you. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to have to watch it. So see, like usually when I see his name, I just like scroll by because I just don't care, but I need to, okay. I'm invested in this now. I'm going to find out this information now because yes, I am thoroughly enjoying the narratives, but true or otherwise with Lamar quitting on his team and it's great. I love it. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't really have much else to say about the game. I know Rico had a couple good punts, a couple bad. I think that the bad punts were like right at the beginning. Yeah. So it's terrible. But I will say there was one guy on this team that had a PFF grade above 70. Do you know who it was?
Mm-mm. Is it?
You'll never guess. Who?
Was it Demetrius Knight?
No. You'll never guess. Mitchell Tinsley.
Shout out.
Mitchell Tinsley was the only person on this Bengals team that had a PFF grade above 70. And God bless him. We love him. I'm so happy for him too. We talk about the young guys, these young receivers. I think of Mitchell Tinsley in that same fold. Like I want to just give him a hug because way to go, buddy. So yeah. So that's all I got. Any other thoughts on the game, Fro, stranger? Any thoughts on the game? Let us know if you have any. But all right, well, let's get to let's do a conspiracy theory because I think I have one.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Wow, I love your hat. That looks great. That's perfect. Shout out to our bestie, Tyler Minerding. Fro said it was painful. Yes, I agree. We're just going to gloss over it. We're just moving on. We're on to conspiracy theories. None of my rituals worked. I know, Fro. Trust me. I had to go to work wearing my freaking Joe Burrow t-shirt. Probably the most painful thing I could have done to myself was put on that Joe Burrow t-shirt again. But that's what I wore when I was working during the Browns game. And I was wearing that. So I told myself that I had to wear it. October is surely our month. I believe that, Fro. I really do. Because it's my birthday month, first of all. Happy birthday to me in 24 days, whatever. I don't even know what date it is. But I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, no, none of my t-shirts are lucky anymore. My Reds t-shirt didn't work. My Bengals t-shirt didn't work. I was wearing like my little Bengals like zip up jacket. That didn't work. None of it worked. My little tiger hair clip thing in my hair. Nope. None of it worked. We are beyond. I think we are beyond superstition, unfortunately. But I do have a conspiracy theory, and I don't know how conspiracy-ish this is, but briefly today on Twitter, I saw somebody mention that this could be like a trap game for the Lions. And I would just love to be a trap for everyone for the rest of the year. Everyone just counts us out, but then we just like quietly win like 5 more games. Wouldn't that be fun? That'd be fun. I mean, it's not going to get us anything, but I think I would have a good time with that. What's up, Chris? He said, I need a tinfoil house this season. Yes.
Real.
Yes. If you could wrap your house in tinfoil, that'd be great. Wait, I totally forgot I was saying. Tyler Meinerding sent me a thing, and it was like free hats with every purchase, and it was a box of like tinfoil, like wrap, like Reynolds wrap or whatever. So shout out Tyler, thanks for sending me that. That made me laugh. But yeah, like wouldn't it be fun to just now? Nobody has any expectation for this team now. They are going to be marked as the underdogs for the rest of the season. I'm going to put $1 on Bengals money line pretty much every game from here on out because, hey, even if I only hit once and it's like $8, that's 8 times. I could bet $1. I mean, that's how I bet. I bet $1 increments.
That's what I do too.
Hey, it's all winnings. It's all winnings. Yeah. I just do it for fun. I love it. Anyway, so I just think that would be kind of fun to just kind of go on out there and maybe we surprise some people. Maybe we just, and yes, I'm delusional. I'm 100% delusional and I'm okay with that. But
yeah,
we could be a trap game. That'd be fun. It'd be cute.
Yeah. And how fun would it be if we did get a couple of surprise wins out of this team that really shocks people and gets people, you know, questioning some of these ones that are talked about like they're flawless teams. A lot of the favorite teams are struggling so far. So
yeah, I love it. Do you have any conspiracy theories this week, Kayla?
Not really. I would like to think we need to get everyone to wear whatever they were wearing for the first Cleveland game when we had all of the luck and missed picks from Cleveland, and like all of the team needs to just wear whatever they wore for the first game, I think.
I think so too. Fro said her bets are unlucky for our team, so I'm only going to be betting on other games going forward. Yeah, honestly, Fro, that's a strategy too. And I have had that same thought, and I've actually bet like the opposite of what I wanted to happen just in case. I've actually done that. That's how crazy I am.
Just so you're happy either way.
Yeah, I'm like, well, either my team's going to win or I'm going to make $3. So win-win. I only did that once over the summer. It was for the Reds, and I lost, and I was happy because I was like, yes, if I bet that they're going to lose, then they're going to win. And it worked once. But anyway. Yeah, betting's funny. It's fun. It's interesting where we find ourselves after this has become legal in Ohio. But
it is fun. I like to just randomly like click something for $1 and just be like, well, now I have something to watch for today. Especially if it's like on Sunday when I was at rehearsal and I just like clicked stuff. Then it's like, well, I can just check my phone backstage. I don't really have to like watch, but I have things to root for even though we don't play until Monday. It's kind of nice.
I love like an unhinged 7-leg parlay.
Yeah.
I love it. I made one last week. Yeah, exactly. Who cares? And it's not even my dollar. That's FanDuel's dollar. Yeah. I mean, technically I earned it. But, I bet this like 7-leg parlay last weekend for college teams. I just bet like money lines, like who I thought was going to win, like all the money lines. And you would not believe how many games went into freaking overtime last day. And I was unwell. But no, I ended up winning like $8. I cashed it out early. And I'm glad I did because I think BYU lost. I can't remember exactly what happened, but the game wasn't on until like midnight. And I was like, I'm not staying up to watch this game. I'm cashing out early. I do that a lot too. Like I'll cash out early. I'm like, this is good enough. But you know, it's funny after the Bengals, after the Vikings got so many turnovers against the Bengals in that pick six, I actually put $1 on a Vikings defensive touchdown, anytime touchdown. Yeah. Didn't get it. But Chris said, I had some friends throw $5 at a ridiculous parlay that hit this past Sunday, turned into $150.
That's awesome.
See, that's the dream. That's what I keep going for. First, that I hit one on week 1 Sunday Night Football. Best feeling. I guess why they say it's addicting. I definitely see how it's addicting. And I struggle with that because my brain loves to be, addicted to things and like dopamine, like I love it. But the thing is I have cashed out every actual dollar that I put in there. I started with a $50, when betting became legal in Ohio, I started with $50. I put my $50 in. I bet like a bunch of stuff with that college football national championship game. I think it was like Georgia. I don't even remember. I won so much freaking money off that game that I just started so I took all my $50 that I put in, I cashed it out immediately. So I put that back into my bank account, had them send it back to my bank account. And then, and now it's just all been winnings. It's all just been winnings I've been playing with. What's up, Greg? He says, "Who day, ladies? Sorry I'm late." Thanks, Greg. That's okay. We're glad you're here. We're just vibing tonight. We're doing some conspiracies and a little sports betting talk. We're just talking about our, what we like to do for sports bets. So if you got any conspiracy theories or thoughts on the game or thoughts on sports betting, feel free to share. We're just hanging out. But yeah, so I think betting is fun, but I'm glad that I have taken all the actual money I've put into it, I've taken out of it. And the people who bet like large amounts of money,
I couldn't.
That would stress me out so bad.
Yeah.
Because I hate losing money. Hate it. I don't even like playing like slots. Like I'll play I'll put $20 on a slot machine in Vegas and just play like penny slots for like 30 minutes and just lose all my money and be done. But like I would much rather go shopping. If I lost a large amount of money, I would literally vomit. Like there's no way I would think that was fun. So It's fun when I'm just playing with my winnings and I can just walk away anytime or just forget to bet like for like months at a time. I do that too. Yeah. So, whatever. But all right. Is that it for conspiracy theories? Are we safe? I kind of just want to keep this on all night. I feel like it's kind of a vibe, but
yeah,
it's kind of the vibe we've got here today, but all right. Well, let's do we need to talk here. Oh, wait, hold on. Greg said rough last couple days for Cincinnati sports, but keep moving forward. Yeah, Greg, we are really gonna kind of going through it as far as sports teams go. So I feel like now's a good time to think of all the good things in your life that don't have anything to do with sports. All right. On that note, we'll do some we need to talk. All right, we need to talk. It's sponsored by Birmingham Meadery. Code Tigress gets you 15% off 2 or more bottles of mead. Kayla, what do we need to talk about?
I don't have anything off the top of my head. I am disappointed that we have not been able to continue the Labubu watch of it all. I will say Cam Taylor-Britt was doing a lot better when he had Labubus going on.
Yeah.
So maybe he needs to bring them back. Maybe he needs to get some more
Labubu energy. Know. Yeah.
But yeah, I am disappointed at lack of Labubus and
and what? Yeah.
Yeah. I will say I did like Jamar Chase's pregame. I don't know if we're doing
no, Bridget didn't send me any who nays, but we could do it on the fly if you want to. What was Jamar wearing?
Jamar's cheetah print cardigan, his bag, everything. I was like, I would wear that. I would wear that outfit. So, which
you would steal that look?
An endorsement, but I did like it quite a bit.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I honestly didn't see any of that. So, unfortunately, but I'll see if I can pull that up for here in a minute. But
if not, I'll link it on Twitter later or something.
Okay, that sounds good. All right. So really the only thing I really want to talk about is Stripe the Jungle because it's Stripe the Jungle week, y'all. Win, lose, or otherwise, we are striping the jungle. Oh my God, Frozen, my best friend got her Labubu stolen off her bag at Newport Corner. Oh my gosh. It was a Labubu. What is wrong with people? That's crazy. That's insane, Fro. I'm sorry that happened to your friend. What the heck? I hope are they like expensive?
So they're like $40 for a real Labubu. A Lafufu you can get for cheaper, but Yeah. They're kind of hard to get though, because you have to like get on the website and you have to wait, and then they do the drop, and then you have to try to get it right away, and then you have to wait like 2 weeks from China to get it. But they're like $40. They're not worth stealing, people. Come on.
What the heck? That's insane. That is insane.
Yeah.
Go buy a Lafufu, and that way, if it gets stolen, at least it's not your real thing, I guess. I don't know. What is wrong with people?
Or put
This
a
world
little
has gone
Apple
insane.
tag on it. That's what I do. I have a little Apple tag on my Labubu.
Well, there you go. There you go,
So-
Fro. Tell your friend she needs to Apple tag her Labubu. What the heck? That's crazy.
That is crazy. Feel sad for her.
That's terrible news. That's terrible news. But okay, so we're gonna start the jungle on Sunday. Make sure you know what section you're sitting in. I feel like it's hard to carry this off during the day, which we've talked about before. It's a 4:00 start. It's not this. It's going to be like barely sun going down by the time the game's over. So, but I feel like that makes it even more important for people to, look at your section, wear your right color, make it look like that first time, because that first time looked amazing. We shocked the entire world that first time that we did Stripe the Jungle. Last year, I feel like it was kind of a meh attempt, and I'm sure that the daylight didn't help matters any. But let's really do it, guys. Let's really do it. Let's really Stripe the Jungle and show everybody that we are not just a bunch of fair weather fans. Because I felt so bad for those social media people when they posted this, and people were ripping them. Like, literally, they are just doing their jobs. These are like 20-year-olds that are just trying to do the job that they're being paid to do. They have nothing to do with whatever it is that you're complaining about. So anywho, Stripe the Jungle.
Do like a theme. Like, why are we complaining about making things more fun?
Right. Like, we don't have any control over any of this. I'm just in charge of the outfit that I will be wearing. It's all I can do. It's all I got. So what are you, you're still orange, right, Kayla?
So my section is black because we changed some things, but
okay.
I think I'm going to sit with Jerry, and she's orange. So I am making an outfit change to orange.
First, at least paint your paper bags the right color. Honestly, some people, I feel like a paper bag would be an improvement. So hey, you do you. Chris says, tough season for the social crew. Their content is killing it though. Dude, I know, Chris. I felt that video that they posted today, I thought was so good. And they put home turf, and everybody was like, turf, turf toe, turf, turf, turf. Everyone, that's all the comments were. And I was just like, oh my God, home turf is like that's like a saying that goes back to the beginning of time. Like, it's so hard. But okay, wait. So this is breaking news. So you're sitting with Jerry for the game on Sunday. So where's Dr. Brian gonna sit?
So I think he's not able to go.
Okay.
So that's why I'm sitting with Jerry, which will be really fun. And that means Caleb gets to go and sit with my dad. So it's
perfect.
Everyone
yay.
gets to go. So
that's exciting. That's so awesome. Well, it was just informed to me. All right, everyone, this image is out there. So, dress accordingly. Let me see, how do I get this way? Oops. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. But I was just informed yesterday that we're also striping the thing on Saturday for UC. So Greg said, let's hope for the best Sunday, and looking forward to honoring our honoree for our Project Game Day tailgate. Oh, that's great, Greg. I can't wait to read more about that. If you guys are not familiar, if you've been living under a rock, perhaps, Project Game Day is a really amazing charity. They honor somebody every home game. They have an honoree, and that person is either, they have different criteria, different types of people, but it's usually like somebody who's never been to a game before, a veteran, or somebody who's, just different things. And it's really, really cool. So make sure you guys check them out and follow them, because they are doing a lot of good with that. So, but yeah. Oh yeah. So UC. Yeah. My God, the Rams look atrocious tonight. Oh, that's great news, Stranger 4420. Thanks for that. I appreciate that. I'll take any good news I can get. But so when we went to the draft in Green Bay back in April, obviously, we were sitting in the inner circle with these guys who are obviously Bengals fans, but they were like, hey, you guys got to come to a UC game. And we were like, okay. I mean, Kath and I both went to Ohio State, but I I think all college, I love college football. I do. I love it. And I love all football, really, to be honest with you. But I was like, yeah, heck yeah, we'll go to a UC game. So that game has been this coming Saturday. So this has been on the calendar since April. And then I just found out that we're striping the stands for UC also. So
perfect.
it's gonna be a stripy weekend. And honestly, UC's facing a tough opponent as well. I believe they're the underdogs for that opponent as well. So hey, what if we could pull out a bunch of wins with striping things? That'd be fun, right?
I mean, Cincinnati could use it, and we've got striping. I could get into a conspiracy. There's something there.
Yeah. I like it. Okay, so that was really it. Oh, and then please, I know that I've posted this several times on Twitter begging, but please, if you have not yet, donate to my Pelotonia fundraiser. I've got like a week left to raise money, and like in the middle of October, maybe towards the end of October, we'll do our drawing. So every $5 donation gets you one entry to be entered into the prize wheel. And so if you donate $10, you get 2 entries, et cetera, et cetera. And if we have so many great things, we've been amassing things all year to give away. And Cap just told me the other day that he threw in our Chad Johnson signed jersey. So we got our Chad Johnson signed jersey up for grabs. We've got all kinds of good stuff up for grabs. And it's a really good cause. And you donate directly to them on their site. They send you a tax receipt. So none of this money is touching my hands. None of this money is touching anyone's hands other than the charity. It's direct to the charity. It all goes to cancer research. They have structured Pelotonia in a way that everything is donated. Everything is volunteer based. So they don't pay anybody to be there. They don't, all the money that we raise as writers goes directly to cancer research. So I think that's important to know. I think that that's a really cool thing that makes it stand out. So please donate, even if you can give $5, I would love you forever. I appreciate it so much. And that gets you entered to win some good prizes. So I've tweeted about that, but I'll tweet about it when we're done here as well. But okay, well, Miss Jerry is not here to give us her prediction, but I'm going to play her graphic anyway because I just think it's funny. All right, well, I don't know. I haven't talked to Jerry today, really, except for to tell her that I got her tea bobblehead. But I haven't talked to Jerry today about the game or anything, so I don't know how she's feeling about things. But Jerry is one of the few people whose gut I actually trust with these things, because I feel like she just has a really good kind of gut feeling about these things. So we'll see how Jerry's feeling about it. But how are you feeling about it, Kayla? Do you think we got a chance against the Lions?
Well, we always have a chance. I don't know. I am usually nervous as a nervous person. My baseline is nervous. So it's hard for me to know what is actually me being nervous about it and what is me just being myself.
Yeah, I feel that. I get that way too sometimes. And I feel like at this point in the season, I'm just kind of numb to all of it at this point. You know what I mean? I feel like nobody thinks we're going to win. None of the, big talking heads, obviously. We're not favored to, I think we're like down like 7 points. Like we're like 7-point underdogs. So, which is terrible for a home team. But I think that because of that, we could surprise some people. We could really go in there. And I always think about that game where the Bengals went to New York. I believe it was the Jets, and I believe it was like on Halloween, and it was a couple of years ago. And we got beat by Mike White, and I'll never forget it as long as I live. And that haunts me to this day. Pun intended. Halloween. It haunts me. But I would love to be that for somebody else.
True.
So we'll see. I feel like anything's possible. Any given Sunday, all the dumb cliches, I think they're all true. So
yeah,
that's why I play the games. We'll see. But, all right, well, let's do a quick injury report here. By the way,
Noah
Kelsey said that was her
Fant is
favorite
back.
last week. She said it was her favorite. So sorry, I
Noah
missed what you
Fant's
said.
back. Charlie Jones didn't practice. Shamar Stewart didn't practice. But I did see that he did work on the rehab field. So maybe soon. We'll see. But yeah, that seems to be where we stand.
Okay. Well, I mean, as far as injuries go, I feel like it's definitely been worse. So
True.
I'm trying to find Jamar Chase's outfit from Monday Night Football because I really want to see it.
Yeah, I can. I know I can find it, at least on Instagram. It was so cute. It's just like a little cheetah print cardigan. He just looked. My show went great. We had pretty full houses, and Ivy made her theater debut. She was great. Wasn't too nervous, so that was always good. Never know with someone who's 4.
Dude, Fro, the show was amazing. I cried. I was so happy. It was amazing. I was so impressed with Ivy. I couldn't even believe that she was out there. And it was so cute. And the crowd loved her. The audience loved her. She literally, Kayla goes out there. So it was this really great, it was a Broadway musical review. And so they would have like monologues to kind of open each segment, kind of talking about Broadway and the history of Broadway and kind of how it's evolved and things like that. So when Kayla comes out there for her monologue, Ivy is right there next to her, and then she just hides behind Kayla's legs, and everybody like laughed in the audience. It was so cute. Everyone loved her. It was amazing, and it was great. And I was so happy that I got to see it. And oh my gosh, I mean, first of all, obviously your talent always blows me away. I'm always impressed by you. But there was a lot of really talented people in that show.
Yes. And I think some of my friends from the show are going to come to tailgate with us on Sunday. So that's really fun. Yeah, Cincinnati has so many talented people, and especially in the arts. And yeah, if you go to a community theater show in Cincinnati, you're going to have a good time. We've got some really great community theaters here. So
yeah. Okay, I found Jamar Chase's outfit. Well, at least I found part of it. I found his cardigan. Oh no, here it is.
I sent it to you on Instagram just a second
okay.
ago.
I wonder, I just don't know how to get it on here.
Okay.
I think I can share screen. Yeah. Okay. All right. Guys, I'm not the dumbest person ever. I can learn stuff sometimes. Okay. Yeah, I love it.
I wish you could see the full bag, but I do love the cardigan. I saw the cardigan.
Yeah.
I saw the watch. I was like, I love this. I think he looks so good.
Yeah, we love it. I love, bag hair, cardigan. Very cute. Love it. All right. How do I stop sharing screen? Okay. Guys, I did that all by myself. Kath, are you impressed?
I am.
All right. Well, I think that's really all I've got for today. Do you have anything else, Kayla, before we sign off here?
No, I think that's it.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. I know it's a bummer, but we're here. You know, we're all still here. We're not going anywhere. I like to remind people about the 2019 season where we won 2 games. But you know what I remember most about 2019? Oh, thanks, Chris. Great work. Thank you so much, Chris. That means a lot to me. This is not my best work, so just so you know. But I really appreciate you being here. The things that I remember most about 2019 were we went to London for the second time. So we already had all of our besties there. So that was like the best time ever, was going to London. And after already having met everyone and hung out with everyone multiple times. And then we went to Miami in December, which was great. And guess what? We're going to Miami in December again this year. So they'll never take that away from me. So, and we only won 2 games that year. So I feel like it is what it is. You know, you got to just make the best of it, and you got to kind of decide for yourself what kind of fan you want to be. And if you want to be a fan that wants to cuss everybody out and be mad about everything, hey, whatever. I prefer you do it to somebody else and not me or my family. But whatever, that's your prerogative. I'm the kind of fan that I'm going to make the best out of it because this is how I have fun. This is what I do for fun. You know, I go to work, I work very hard. It's very stressful. It's very terrible. And I have a lot of really bad days at work. And when I spend my free time and spend my money, I want to have a good time. So that's what I am looking for. That I'm just trying to have fun regardless. I don't make decisions for the team. I'm just along for the ride as anyone else. So
yeah. And we had fun 2019. That was still a fun season. It was weird and it was, you know, but we still had fun. I had fun at all those games. Some of the most fun I've had have been terrible games that I've sat there with my dad freezing my butt off. And it's still fun because it's football and you're hanging out with people that you like. If you're not, then you're doing it wrong. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Fro said the Steelers cannot add another win this week. So the division is still open for us. Fro.
I love it.
With the bomb drop. Public enemy number 1, Bengals captain. Dude.
What?
I have been working. First of all, okay, I have been working night shift for the past 3 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I had to work night shift, which means I go into work. I have to leave my house at like 5:15 to be there at 6. And I stay there until about 6:30 when I hand off report to the day shift NP coming in to take over the ICU. And literally, and then I go home and I fall asleep like immediately. So I sleep until like maybe 2 or 3 p.m. He's still working. And then I got to get up and do it all over again. I literally have not even been able to spend any time with this man. And literally all I see on Twitter is everyone telling him that he's being paid, that he's something. I don't even know. Like, I wish. But geez, get a grip, people. Like, I don't know why everyone is so triggered by my husband, but I promise you it is not that serious. Like, let it go. Yeah, Twitter out here trying to mutiny on the Cav. Yeah, what the heck? And you know, I'd love to say that it doesn't bother us. It just rolls right off our backs. We don't care. But you know, after a while, it starts to kind of get you down a little bit. And we're just humans, and we're just out here, like I said, just trying to have a good time. And apparently that's very offensive to some people. So
no, I just get irritated that I can't touch some of these people.
Oh, Cap wants to beat everyone up. Touch. He said touch. Like a good touch or a bad touch? like a nice touch? Like a head pat? Like a forehead kiss? No. Every time I get on that stupid app, they on this mad, and he's just
no one knows how many people I'm tracking,
and he's just cybersecurity.
I am not kidding.
Oh God, that's funny. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like if you're gonna mess with somebody, it's just a weird choice to mess with somebody who like can hack into your home cameras and see you while you're eating dinner with your family. Like, I don't know. It's just a weird choice. Just throwing that out there. Like, why would you do that to yourself personally? Like you could just hate me and just ignore me. You could just hate us and just ignore us, you know, just block me. I realize every day that I'm blocked by people, and hey, you know what? People who I've never spoken to, and I respect the hell out of those people. Yeah, just block me. Please just block me. Don't, you know, tell me you're whatever, like all the terrible things, but you know, anywho, that's kind of a tangent. Cap doesn't trigger me. Zach Duke in the front office, yes, but not Cap. Well, thank you.
Stranger.
Thank you, stranger. We appreciate that. The thing is like, and we were talking about this today because we were talking about the Reds, and we were like, you know, it's really easy to just hate on everybody and hate on everything. And Tito and Zach and everybody. It's just, hey, Dalton, believe. Yes, Dalton. I still love your sign. We still have it. Look, Kayla's is framed right there. Chris said that's why I don't have home cameras. LOL. Yeah.
What about the one in your kitchen, Chris?
Stop it. I don't know if you heard him, but what was I just saying? Oh, you know, it's just not in my nature. It's not in my nature. And could I hop on Tito and be like, oh, Tito sucks. He's the reason the Reds can't win in the postseason, and we need a better hitting coach, and we need this and we need that. Like, could I go out there and just like MF this and that and blah, 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 blah? okay, but it's just not in my nature. It's not my nature. And it has nothing to do with me being friends with people or supporting people or loving people. It's just not in my nature to tear down people that I enjoy watching on my TV for sports. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just you're never gonna get that from me. So, but
Yeah.
anyway, that was,
I don't know why you would spend time hating on, you know what I'm like, I love being a hater, but I'm not going out of my way to engage with people that I just don't know. I don't know. I don't understand the mentality.
Here's the thing. If I don't like you, you'll never hear from me. You'll never hear from me. If I don't have anything nice to say to you, you don't exist to me. And I wish more people could adopt that philosophy. But anywho, all right. Well, on that note, I think we better get out of here. But we'll see you guys if you're going to UC. We'll see you on Saturday, and we'll definitely see you guys on Sunday. And Dalton says, "I just can't support people who drive in the left lane."
Yeah.
Dalton, do you even know that is like one of my 13 things? Like it's like one of my things that I literally. Oh my God, that drives me nuts, especially on 71 where it's 2 lanes the whole way. And some idiot is in the left lane, like matching the speed of the car in the right lane. And I'm just sitting there behind the person in the left lane, like slowly losing my mind. You have no idea, Dalton. You have no idea. That is like such a trigger for me. But you know what? Those people will never hear from me either. I'm not going to honk my horn. I'm not going to be an idiot because I don't want to get shot on 71. What a dumb way to die. So, but all right. Well, I appreciate everyone for being here to, commiserate with us and hang out with us tonight. And we'll see you. We'll see you this weekend. Take care, everybody. Hoo day.
Hoo day.